What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Blade, and we're back with some more reactions today. We're switching it up. We did a lot of horror reactions. We had a Mr. Beast reaction. Today, we got Death Battle, Ash versus Yugi Moto. As you can see, I'm very diverse in my reactions, and it will show you my true interests, which is stuff like this as well. So without further ado, make sure to like and subscribe for more cool reactions. If you have any ideas or suggestions, put it down in the comments below, and I'll react to it. So without further ado,
right, Pikachu?
Don't get ahead of yourself!
Fly!
Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Moto.
The biggest question from the playground. Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Combatant. Hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon.
All the kids get their first one at age 10. If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town.
okay, so from the looks of this, we're using Ash's most recent team that I think he won the championship with. Gonna be interesting, okay?
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon master, though he didn't really know what that meant yet.
How about
You know, age 10 for 25 plus years. Facts.
taking down your rivals to be the very best, like no one ever was? Better than Gary and his dumb groupies.
Well, Ash knew he'd find his answers at the Pokemon League tournament.
So Oak hooked him up with the electric mouse, Pikachu. And went, he's your problem now, stupid.
Pikachu was a lot. The new duo had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say, is history.
25 seasons, over 1,200 episodes, and the cornerstone of 2000s culture. Ash spent decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
Oh my
We
gosh, the
should
green
note we
screen.
are prioritizing the anime that Ash is from, which often differs from the original games that inspired it.
Ash is equipped with tons of Pokeballs and an all-knowing Pokedex. That's also a Pokemon. But in a fight, Ash usually chooses Pikachu. Give the yellow rat enough voltage and you'll regret it. Even ground types that would be immune.
Yo, this is a crazy moveset, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's illegal. Act Pikachu, bro.
To electric attacks in the games? Can't stop with this Pikachu.
Alright, let's analyze the moveset. Okay, we got. Okay, I don't know why he has so much thunder moves. Let's keep it a buck. Okay, Volt Tackle. That's the stab move. Thunder, 70% accuracy. You're gonna miss. Thunderbolt is good. Electro Ball, Electro Web. Okay, why are we running Leer and Tackle? Why are we running Thunder Shock and Quick Attack? Quick Attack priority move, okay. Agility, Iron Tail for the ground type coverage, rock type coverage. Alright, man. That's his moveset. Can't complain.
Dishes out.
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity. Over time, Pikachu learned Volt Tackle, Electro Web, Electro Ball, and
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! The perfect attack for outgoing flamboyant thieves and air balloons. Looks like they're blasting off again.
so clearly the anime doesn't follow the game rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, you know, is vulnerable to lightning.
But somehow they used thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast.
Yeah, Pokemon anime logic is like completely 360 from the game. So he has a huge advantage, not gonna lie. Because the Pokemon anime, they be just making mans do the most craziest things.
Speaking of fast, Pikachu has intercepted lightning, but Quick Attack increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy plays crazy, opting for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
As the great philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid?
Ash and Pikachu's bond is magnetic and brought them new allies. Misty, Brock, Serena, just to name a few. Underneath the stubbornness and crispy bikes, they are loyal friends.
Just like Ash's Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in a shiny hunting box. Ash's League ID won't let him carry more than 6 at a time, but if he needs them, they'll all come running.
Water types like Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights, and Ash can combine their water attacks with Glalie Ice Beam.
One time, his Weasel got frozen while using Aqua Jet, which is fine. Now he's using Ice Aqua Battering Ram.
Grass types like Bulbasaur and Torterra induce status effects and heal with Synthesis.
But Sceptile's a menace. Yeah, so you got a big, scary Darkrai. Eat this Leaf Blade, Smeargle victim! Or that's what I would say if Tobias didn't action replay a frickin' Latios. You might not
Yo, this fight is actually the most cheat. He could have won. He could have won here. This would have been his chance to win, but this man actually cheated, bro. Bro had Darkrai and Latios. Like, what are we doing, huh? Where did you get both of them? Where the hell did you get both of them from, huh? I brought in Uber Darkrai and freaking Latios? Come on.
win, 4Kids.
Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
They just get me heated. Almost as much as Infernape's Flare Blitz. Then I'll set my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar.
Ash had a fiery passion for reaching the top ASAP, but Charizard wasn't on board. Pursuing pride over packs, Ash lost the Viridian Force for the trees and fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson, but one he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper level, and that friendship motivated them to dodge light speed moves like Solar Beam and Psybeam.
Charizard came around too. He's the last one you want to see on the field. Even if you have a Blastoise like Gary, Ash will call for the most unexpected signature move.
Seismic Toss! The people's elbow of Pokemon. Charizard's so strong, his flamethrower melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's Pokedex spells it out. Vanillix causes blizzards, Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space, Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit world.
Oh, and Pikachu cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em all. Surfetch, Butterfree, Heracross, Scraggy. I can rock Palpitoad, Torkoal, Snivy.
With new regions, soar new flying types like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gibble will drop Draco Meteors on anyone.
Yo, this is the OP Gibble, bro. This guy already got Draco Meteor.
But mainly Piplup.
You want physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh,
Yeah, bro, Ash. See, they're already gonna show Ash Ketchum is not a human, bro. This man in the anime be doing the most insane superhuman things known to man. And they're gonna show us right here.
and this huge log that's basically a whole tree, he chucked it like it was nothing. Ash can choose his own hands if he wants, and he does a lot. Maybe his secret is watching the Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience is the bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon must protect and enrich each other's lives.
Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep, that Mr. Mime, the stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash figured out new ways to bond with his pals with Aura. It's a life force that interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario.
This Jackal excels at CQC and shoots steel beams and aura spheres. And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough to defeat champion Cynthia's Garchomp.
A Mega would have been handy at the Safari Zone when Ash accidentally caught 30 Tauros. And he keeps hugging them. Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely loves his little guys, but boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again. Kid, just turn the hat backwards and lock in.
Ash's strength is not in battle theory, but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize their senses and movements, transforming him into Ash Greninja.
It comes with a
Yeah, that guy's Ash's Greninja is broken, but you're not allowed to use him. in competitive play. That's how broken he is.
A huge power increase, but there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken.
Ash Greninja ran the ones with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir, and just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Ash's Pokemon and teamwork get along like rice balls and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander, who tried to kill all life. They fought the giants. The Reggie kind, not the New York ones, who halted Reggie Gigas, who can tow entire regions.
Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre.
Don't get me started on Alon. Ash did everything right, but no! Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does Blast Burn beat Water Shuriken? Get your type charts right, 4Kids.
Boomstick, 4Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired. Regardless, after his loss at Kalos, Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed.
Kaiju Gengar! He haunts foes with G-Max Terror, or even swallows them up. I bet it smells nasty in there.
Ash and Pikachu also scored a buff with their Z move. All they need is a power ring, some JoJo poses, and Thunderbolt will evolve into
10 million volt Thunderbolt! This Rainbow Lightning is their ace. You see this coming? You're cooked. Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the Sun God, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
Ash got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
In fact, when Ash and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time. And Dialga literally controls the concept of time.
And that's why he's the GOAT. That's why Ash is the GOAT, bro. How OP he is.
Is there a legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with Pikachu, so it was gonna end with Pikachu. In the Tournament of Champions, and Alon, Ash faced the #1 trainer. Finally, after 3,000 years, we're free! 4Kids, let my boy win! Yes!
Sure. Ash did his best, and he had no regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized that, to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked the way it landed, because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
Bro, he's gonna be like Red now. He's gonna be like hiding away in the mountains, and then like the new traders are gonna find him. And he's just gonna sit there with his hat backwards. He's gonna be like, "Dot, Ash."
Many a theorist have tried to solve the mystery of ancient Egypt. What was the secret to such a glorious civilization?
Time travel? The Divine Hand? Aliens? Nah, they were gamers.
Egyptians played games with sorcery. These magical ceremonies punished dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game.
No, Wiz, they were banished to the Shadow Realm. Wink.
Sadly, the way of the Shadow Games was lost across time and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It's said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil. And in the modern day, Yugi Moto reassembled it and wished for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn that jam up! Yugi was a shy kid that helped run his grandpop's game shop.
But little did he know that completing the puzzle would link his spirit to an ancient pharaoh.
Yami, always willing to lend Yugi a hand, and always on demon time while doing so. He's anime Jigsaw. Yami wants to play a shadow game.
Whether it's Griddle Air Hockey, Mario Party with Chloroform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm, Duel Monsters.
It's a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard and take your foe down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock him down the only way he knows how, playing a children's card game.
And for his L, Kaiba was given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up ways. Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your soul, or
Bro, this guy has Genjutsu. Oh my goodness.
The infamous Mind Crush.
The Millennium Puzzle does far more than force hallucinations. It brings monsters to reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits.
You can't buy this. It and 6 other Millennium items are juiced up by ghosts.
Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey, Yugi and Yami were ready for anything.
Because Yugi had a great early deck. Monsters for offense, spells for effects, and traps for setups. Oh, and there they go.
Okay, if Yugi's deck is so good, why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck.
Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very clever strategist. His
I barely remember half of these cards. I only remember Yu-Gi-Oh! This, the OG Yu-Gi-Oh! and GX. I have to read. Yeah, obviously Dark Magician I remember. Karibo I remember. Yo, what the hell? How do I not remember a lot of these? Maybe I just know them by the pictures.
style works best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards.
Yeah, cool story, Wiz, but what's he gonna do about the 3 blue eyes Kaiba's got aiming at his dome?
Simple. Summon the monster card Karibo and
Oh, Dark Magician Girl, Time Wizard. I know Time Wizard. Oh, the Egyptian god, the broken obelisk, Lifer, the winged dragon, Rakthi. I remember those ones, yeah. Exodia, of course.
have it multiply. With a 1,000 strong meat shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze.
Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him, but I'm about brute force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick.
Oh, Celtic Guardian? Yeah, I remember that guy. I swear they based this off Link, bro. Every time I saw this, I would just think of Link.
Nasty swordsman. Summon Skull shoots
Oh, Summon Skull, I remember him.
bolts of lightning, and the giant soldier of stone can destroy moons.
Time Wizard's better. It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds a local area of time, turning monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand, Dark Magician, and his apprentice, Dark Magician Girl.
Both are masters of dark magic, and Yugi often pairs them with the damage redirecting magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals.
There's support monsters too. Catapult Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other monsters. And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, they brought down an entire fortress. Wait, that's not how the card game works. Is he cheating?
Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real world card game.
Yugi also has tons of spell cards. Monster Reborn resurrects a
Oh, that's the classic Monster Reborn.
fallen friend. Turn Jump is a time skip. And Pot of Greed
Pot of Greed, that's another classic.
lets Yugi draw 2 more cards, like Pot of Greed, which lets him draw 2 more cards, like...
If things get dicey, he has more trap cards to level the field, like Dimension Sphinx, which reflects damage directly back at the opponent's life points.
And if his monsters and life points get wiped, he can just press Ctrl-Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they cheated.
No, Pegasus was reading their minds. Regardless, Yugi and Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls ripped out, and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities.
And all of this power culminated in Battle City, hosted by Kaiba Corp.
Because Kaiba really wanted that salty run back against his rival.
Salt only surpassed by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out. These cards were Slifer, the Electric Dragon, Ra, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity.
This was a different ball game altogether, but Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2 feet.
So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end. Or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the Egyptian gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in duels, pulling off some ridiculously high IQ plays.
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the gods' limits.
And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning magic, promptly defeating Ra.
This ain't new for the magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against Paradox. It's kinda crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Mid-tier cards aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole, Planet Alignment moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe.
But at the top would be the great evil god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness. It was time for Yugi to finish the puzzle of who Yami really is.
If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will dual monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the cards.
This is the origin. This is the origin of that term, heart of the cards.
I knew it! He's been cheating all this time! He doesn't just make up rules, he's stacking his deck!
Not at all. For Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Okay, well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just decide I have a royal flush every round.
Whatever. Yami rediscovered his Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem. Claiming his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
She's the ultimate duel monster who banished Zork and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome of, screw you, I win.
No kidding, for Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same light. Judgment had passed. Across many duels, evil was vanquished. There was only one more thing left to do.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half.
Even when Atem was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros. Okay, it should have been me, not him. I'm sorry I called you a cheater. I was jealous, you're so cool.
Yugi moved on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always be another story, another duel, another game. And you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games.
Damn, bro, that was so wholesome, bro. I was like, I want to watch the show again now. I don't think I ever finished it. I remember watching it as a kid, but now I just want to watch the whole thing.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through.
Here we go. Ash versus Yukimoto. Who will come out on top?
All possibilities.
Before we start, let's lay some ground rules.
We're treating this as a real-time fight, much like typical battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll allow them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them.
That's kind of broken for Yu-Gi-Oh! That's actually very broken. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's see what happens.
Time to death battle!
OG opening. I'm already gonna call the transition into freaking the animation.
You okay, Pikachu? This 4-on-4 is tricky.
4-on-4? Okay, this is the line. Okay, let me move. Let me find myself here. Okay, so we got Lucario. He might. I feel like Lucario is gonna Mega Evolve. We got Crocodile, we got Sceptile, we got Pikachu. Pretty decent lineup. Grass, ground, electric, fighting, steel. I mean, does this even matter against freaking Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't think so. So, all right, let's see.
Hang in there!
You have spirit, but I have light.
Okay, so you got Dark Magician, the Celtic Guardian, that guy, and the Stone Man. All right, with Pokemon logic, Lucario could easily punch that Stone Man to death. Crocodile could be running Crunch. Dark Magician might be cooked. I'm joking. I know it's not using that. Theories.
Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack, and I set one card face down to end my turn.
Whoa. Okay, guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him off with quick attack. Everyone else, back him up. Great job. Now, Thunderbolt.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down card.
Yo, that. Bro, this is not gonna be fair, bro. This guy can just freaking pull out so many trap cards.
Rise! Dimension Space!
Crocodile, no! He got one-shotted. He got O-code.
Oh, I get it. Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
This guy brought the Tauros. Tauros the goat, man. Here we go. We got 30 Tauros on the field. Oh, he actually brought them all. Oh, it's a wrap. It's over. There's no way you can win this. Add to the back. He's not playing anymore. That's my goat. That's my goat.
Charizard! I choose you!
Charizard! Oh no, he's going crazy. He's going crazy. We got all the Karibos, we got all the Mandem. Okay, this is a whole war right now. Here we go, bro. Here we go. Mega Lucario. Aura Sphere. Yo, we got the legendaries. We got Soul Galio. Yo, what you got, Yugi? You got the Egyptian god cards or what? Oh, Slifer. Gigantamax, Gengar. Oh,
I'm sorry, partner.
Don't worry, it's my turn now.
Yo, Exodia, bro. This guy pulls out Exodia.
I just need to believe
In the heart of the cards.
in the heart of the cards.
He's just gonna be Exodia, watch. Oh, it's not.
Who's that Pokemon?
Oh, he summoned the freaking creator.
Haruxi, goddess of light! This is it! Magicians, flash burning magic! Haruxi, Joser!
Pikachu, let's
Ash's Pikachu, he has his hat on there. Here we go. This is the clutch up. That's why Pikachu's always last.
finish this. Together!
Yo, Z move, here we go.
10 million volt thunderbolt!
You activated my trap card!
You gotta be kidding me.
Magic Cylinder! With it, I'll send your Thunderbolt back to attack your light points directly! That was an awesome duel, Ash.
No, he ain't dead. Oh, he dead? Aw, man.
Oh, my childhood! Whiz, quick! I need your tears! We can save him!
There's a lot to this, so let's break it down by experience, strategy, and monsters. Starting with experience. Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best, and traveled all over the world.
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often. And despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience, but when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember, Yugi and Atem's teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way. The heart of the cards is real, and Yugi is determined to support his monsters with spells, traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with Merrick and Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder.
But
Damn, bro. Ash doesn't know about this. Gonna have Swords Dance, Reflect, Light Screen. Oh my god, if he had Reflected Light Screen, would have been a different story right now. Oh my goodness, Ash, come on, man.
I know some of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong enough to chuck trees and lift baby gods. Just punch him, man. Well, Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's a close call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
So it all comes down to the monsters. Yugi had a slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ash's can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tier scale to glow Neo.
Yeah. He had way because Ash only has Solgaleo. Even though Solgaleo is super OP, Pokedex entry and everything. He had like, would have been a different story if he had like Dialga and Palkia or something. If he had Dialga and Palkia, hold on. Hold on.
Destroying that relativity field with a universe. And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse.
Yeah, that's basically Arceus. If Ash had Arceus, it's a different story.
Surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunsteel Strike and Dialga's Roar of Time.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field. Ash's strength was also his weakness. His power was evenly spread, relying only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more Psychic Barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution. And so on. The longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had. And he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him, and even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games.
Oh yeah, those facts, bro. Like, look at this poor Pikachu. This guy's freaking in the ICU right now.
Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn.
Exactly, but that's basically revive in the game, in the Pokemon game.
That could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And he can, bend fate to draw whatever card he wants. And we didn't even cover them all. Really, Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead. He just needed the right moment to knock Ash stone cold.
That was a good attempt at a pun, Wiz. You might not think it's Pharaoh, but Ash got Yugi owned.
The winner is Yugi Moto.
Jury. That was a W video. Kind of felt like Yugi would win because of the Yu-Gi-Oh properties. And I was right, because this guy dropped the trap card at the last second and turned the tables. That was a W video still. Versus Yugi. That was absolute cinema. I love the animation. Even though I'm a Pokemon fan, I liked both. I'm not sad because it makes sense. Magic Cylinder being the bane of people's existence, even in Death Battle. Yeah, so many people are sad, I'm pretty sure. I know a lot of people wanted Ash to win. Yeah, that was a good video. If you guys liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, thanks for staying till the end, and subscribe. Reaction content. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.